Over now to the Wally Wall/Swindow with Swincash and Wally Zerbiak.
Well, as a player, both of us hearing that, but you know what, Wally, I can say this. As a player, do you respect it, your coach being so transparent and honest? Obviously, I'm pretty sure they've had some conversations before Fizdale having to come out and answer the questions right there. But how do you take that if you're in a position of Enes Kanter right now?
I appreciate the honesty, and that's one thing I think David Fizdale brings to all his players. He has an individual relationship with each guy. He lets them know where they stand, and the candidacy right there to the media was impressive. It's not easy being 10-37 and losing all these games. But to kind of put your foot down and say, this is how we're doing it, this is what our plan is, it's pretty impressive how honest he just was in that press conference.
Yeah, you love to see that honesty, even though the truth sometimes may cut a little deep. At least you understand where you stand. But also another young guy with this team, Trey Burke. Now, he's a guy people want to know, he can score so much. Why isn't he playing? Let's take a look maybe, Wall, at how he's able to get those baskets.
Yeah, and he was impressive tonight, and you've complimented him after all the time he's missed, how he just came back and didn't miss a beat. And this is part of the reason why. Here's the screen. Now freeze it there. He rejects the screen, and Vonleh does a good job of getting out of the way. So now Trey Burke has his defender on his hip, and he has a clear lane to the basket. Now, we've mentioned how he's not the tallest guy in the world, but Trey Burke is sneaky strong, and he's got long arms. He's got a tall defender in DeMarre Carroll on him, and this is where I think the time off helped him a little bit because he got his explosiveness back. So watch, when he gets to the lane, he's got that little extra explosion. He takes the hit and the contact. He gets by DeMarre Carroll, who's about a 6'7" defender, and seals him off and gets a nice little finish. Plays like that are why he was able to get to 25 points and really help keep the Knicks in the game for a majority of that second quarter and to start the fourth.
And you think about it, Wall, he's very explosive for himself offensively to get his own buckets. But when you're scoring like that, they have to show you a lot more attention, and that means it opens up lanes for other guys, right?
It does, and he's got to start developing a chemistry now with his teammates that he's playing with on the second unit. And his big guy who's going to be setting screens for him is Mitchell Robinson. There he sets it. Here you see Mitchell Robinson roll into the basket, and Trey Burke has all this lane to work on. Now, you know Trey Burke's first mindset is to score the basketball, so you would think when he comes in here, he's going to get into the paint, shoot the little floater. But watch what he does. Now, freeze it there. Now, normally he's going to go up and shoot this, but he's got this defender in a tough position, and this defender is wondering whether I should come challenge or not. And when he sees that, floats it up to Mitchell Robinson.
Well, I love the fact that he got the defender on his back first, which made them have to make a decision in order to do that.
And that's a tall defender, too. Karooks is tall with long arms, and that's a nice little Gotham lob, we'll call it, because we were still in another borough of New York City.
Well, you have to look at it. As Coach Fizdale said, a lot of times the young Knicks team will have stalled offense defensively. They have to figure out how to be more consistent on the board. But when you have a guy like Trey Burke that can give you 25 points and 5 assists, that's definitely a piece you want to have for your future.